Hello, my name is Jose de la Rosa Rodriguez, and this is my presentation for CS50 web programming with Python and JavaScript, problem 1, Wiki. Okay, so this problem has a number of specifications, and I'm going to walk through each one of them and demonstrate my implementation one at a time. Okay, requirement number 1 is the entry page. So visiting the /wiki /title, where the title is the encyclopedia entry, should render the page that displays the content of the encyclopedia entry. So I'm gonna go to this tab, and so you can see the URL here is /wiki CSS, and it's rendering the CSS page. Likewise, if I go to HTML, then it's going to render the HTML page, and it does that for every one of the pages in the encyclopedia. Okay, requirement number 2, update the index HTML, such as instead of listing the name of the pages in the encyclopedia, user can click on the names and be taken to the entries. So I'm gonna go to my index page, and if I click on CSS, it takes me to the CSS. If I go back to the index and I click on Git, it's gonna take me to the Git page, and all of these are links, and they're clickable links that are gonna take you to the entry for that page. Okay, requirement number 3, allow user to type a query into the search box in the sidebar to search for encyclopedia entry. If it matches, the user should be redirected to the entries page. If it does not match, the user should be instead taken to a page where it's presented with the substring matches, with the partial matches. So I'm gonna go to my home page, and I'm gonna search for CSS because I know that one exists, and I click enter, and I'm taken to the CSS page. Now I'm gonna type P, so I get a partial match, and I get the two pages, or the two entries that partially match that query. And I can click on Python, and it's going to take me to Python, or I can click to specifications, and it's going to take me to specifications. Okay, requirement number 4, clicking on the create new page link in the sidebar should take the user to a page where they can create a new encyclopedia entry. They should be able to enter the title, the Markdown language in the text area input field, and try to save it. If it already exists, it should be given an error. If it doesn't exist, it should be saved. So I'm gonna go to my home page. I'm gonna click the create new page. I'm gonna try to create a CSS page because I know that already exists, and I'm gonna try to save it. And when I try to save it, I'm being told the CSS page already exists. So I'm gonna try to create a different one, and this one I'm gonna call Flask, and I'm gonna copy a little bit of Markdown language that I have here, and when I try to save it, it is saved, and it takes me to the newly created entry. Okay, requirement number 5. On each entry page, the user should have a link that will take the user to a page where they can edit the Markdown language. The form should be presented with the all information in the text area, and the user should be able to save and be redirected to the new page. I'm gonna go back to my old Flask page. Here's the link to edit it. And I'm gonna just add a little bit of information here, and I click save, and I'm redirected to the new page, and now the edit that I did, it was saved. And each one of the entries in the database in the page has this link. Okay, requirement number 6, clicking the random page link on the sidebar should take the user to a random encyclopedia entry. So I'm gonna go back to my home page, and if I click random, taken to Git, click it again, HTML, click it again, specification, but Flask. So every time that I click this link, it's going to take me to a different randomly selected encyclopedia entry. Okay, requirement number 7, and final requirement. On each entry page, any Markdown content in the entry file should be converted into HTML before displayed to the user. So I'm going to go to my home page or my CSS page, and if I click edit just to see under the hood, this is a heading, and this is an HTML link. So when it is being displayed to the user, this displays a heading, it's an HTML link. If I go other one just for sake of argument, here's my Flask. Again, this is a heading, bolded, and this is a list, and that is the way it's being displayed to the user. Okay, so this concludes my presentation and demonstration of my implementation of problem number 1, Wiki. Thank you very much.